So I'm in Birmingham at the moment, and I thought I'd get out and about. Last time I was in Birmingham, which was this time last year, I pretty much stayed in my hotel room. I was anxious, I was depressed, I was worried about my body size. I only just figured out which direction the camera lens happens to be. Hello. Now, what I've been doing since I've been here is obviously I'm on my weight loss journey. I've taken some before and after photos, which should be up now. It's one of my thumbnails. I've been trying to avoid the noise in the background, which you can probably hear, because I seem to have found a university campus to make this video in. I'm also trying to deliberately push myself out of my comfort zone, so continuing to record whilst people are walking past me. I mean, they're not directly past me, but anyway, to my point. So what I thought I'd do is, whilst I'm doing these travels, whilst I'm in a hotel in Birmingham, I thought I'd take some pictures of what I've been eating to show you what I can eat on GLP-1 and hopefully still remain healthy. Last night I had a fantastic steak chip dinner, which I absolutely loved. It had a little mushroom sauce alongside it. Normally that kind of thing I would have absolutely demolished, and I would have moved on to a pudding, or I would have even had a starter with it. Yesterday, I was struggling halfway through the steak. I didn't touch any of the chips. I really loved the fresh tomatoes, and that seems to be a thing at the moment. I seem to be craving the healthier options. As you can see from the pictures, I left half of it. I didn't have a pudding, didn't need a pudding. I did feel a bit snacky later, but that's to be expected. This morning, I had the hotel breakfast, you know, the buffet thing, in which it's all laid out. Fat Alan would have had absolutely all of it, would have had multiple streams of bacon. I quite like the fat on bacon. You know, it's where all the flavour is, let's be honest. And anyone who claims that, oh no, I always take the fat off because it doesn't, oh, fuck you. Fuck you. We all know that the flavour's in the fat. That's why I'm so flavourful. But this morning, I didn't feel overly hungry. So I put 2 sausages, 2 bacon, 2 pieces of mushroom, some hash browns. And once again, I couldn't finish it all. I had a decaf latte because I'm trying to not drink as much caffeine. That's why I'm also decaffeinated Coke if I'm on anything. I'm also back on gum, which helps with the anxiety, because if you're chewing, then your brain tells you that you can't be eating and anxious. That's just not possible. Surely you're happy. And I was comfortable with that. It was nice. I really enjoyed the orange juice. As I said, these jabs, I don't know if they change your taste buds, but I do find myself craving fresh. And then, yeah, normally I'd be sat in my hotel room for the 2, 3, 4 days where it happens to be. I'll go to the conference event and I'll mingle with people, but I don't really people well. I've dyed my hair, by the way, if that's bugging you at all. Yes, I'd go into a hotel room and I immediately lose 5 years of my life. So, but no, I wanted some fresh air because it's stuffy-ish in the hotel room. And they do that whole thing where you can't fuck around with the air conditioning unit. Trust me, I've tried. Every time I go into a hotel room, I try to figure out how to break the air conditioning unit so I can lower it below 16 degrees Celsius. How is that cold? Hey, Bonvoy, Marriott, Aloft, Birmingham, fuck you. So yes, I thought I'd kind of vlog my hotel stay. Once again, be honest and open with you. I'll continue to do it throughout the next day or so, but I'm also going to Dubai on Sunday to fly out for a client. Basically, my day job is I'm a YouTube consultant, social media kind of dude. I've grown a YouTube channel over the last 10, 15 years. I've done web development and that kind of stuff. So I use that knowledge to help other people. That's also the reason why I thought I'd make a YouTube channel talking about my weight loss, because then I can hold myself accountable. So yeah, they're flying me out there. And once I'm out there, obviously they want to wine and dine me. So I'll let you know what I'm eating out there, how much I am or I'm not eating. I'm also not taking my jab this Sunday. So it will also show you the effects of being on the jab and not being on the jab, being out of routine and being in routine, that kind of thing. But yes, I thought I'd take a moment to sit in the local park and chat with you. I'm Alan. From this angle, it doesn't look like it, but I am losing it. Alan from the future here, from the bench to the room. It's a couple of days after I went for that walk. I also went to a local pub. Here's my burger and chips, which was incredibly too spicy. And then I was very lucky because I complained, which I don't really do as a British person, that my air conditioning wasn't working. So I got a room upgrade, which was really funky. So I've now got 2 double beds and a massive TV. And yes, if you're lucky, you can see that I've got some sneaky snacks, right? But previously, I would have eaten all of those in one sitting. Thanks to the jabs and stuff, I've been nursing them, really. I've been feeling much more sociable at this event than I was last year. Last year, I was anxious. I was worried about my size. I felt uncomfortable. My clothes weren't fitting properly. I was sweaty. I was nervous. This year, because I've dropped 2 stone compared to last year, it was really nice. I felt comfortable. I feel comfortable in my clothes. I feel comfortable meeting people. It adds an element of confidence that I know that I'm doing something for myself. I mean, I'm still bigger than I would hope I'd want to be, and getting into a lift where, there's mirrors everywhere is fucking horrible when you're dealing with your own personal self-image. But I'm feeling good. The food's nice here, but as you can see from the pictures, once again, I'm not polishing them off. Like what I used to do when I come to these places is I would have either a starter and a main, or I'd have a main and a pudding. I've not had a single pudding here. I've not had a single starter here. Everything that I've had, I've, not been able to finish off. And because I was raised in the way which has internalized guilt of clean your plate, eat everything that's on your plate, please, before you get down with the table. That's been hard mentally, but I feel good for it. For anyone that's a skinny mini, they won't get it. They won't understand. Oh, you feel pride that you didn't eat your food. Yeah, I do, because so often I would get to, 3/4 of the way for a meal. I'd be comfortably full, but there'd be food on the plate and I'd be like, oh, I've got to finish that. I've got to tuck that away. And then, oh, there's a pudding, and somehow there's an extra tummy for a pudding. No matter how full you are, you can always squeeze in a piece of cheesecake, Alan. But I didn't need that, and I haven't needed that. And I'm really, really happy with that. Today is Saturday, at the time of recording this future flash forward. I normally take my jab on a Sunday evening. I'm going to be flying to Dubai middle of Saturday. A giant metal bird at 500 miles an hour, slightly nervous, but I'm not taking my jab on Sunday. And then I fly back 3-4 days later, and that's when I'll take the next jab. I'm nervous that I'm skipping. I'm only skipping that week. I'm also moving from 5 milligrams to 7.5 milligrams when I get back. Am I aiming for a loss this week? I'll be honest, I'm hoping, but I won't kick myself if I haven't. At the end of the day, there's 2 problems with weighing in tomorrow. One, I have no idea where the nearest set of scales are. They aren't my home scales. They aren't my normal routine. So if I am weighing in, I'm weighing in at an airport wearing jeans rather than my shorts. I've been staying at the hotel where I've been eating foods that I wouldn't normally eat. And I don't know. I'm hoping that I've lost weight. I don't feel any worse off in the last week. I know in Dubai, the training wheels will be turned off and I have to kind of face it for myself. But I have noticed, even though I'm on the jab now and it's coming to the end of the week when it normally wanes, I do find myself sitting, like I went to the pub. I don't drink normally. I treated myself to a pint that I didn't even finish. Carling just doesn't hit the way that it used to anymore, but that's because I'm 40 and not 20 and living in a student town. So yeah, even when working my way through the burger that I had in a local pub, I was like, I'm not really into this. In which in the past I would have been like, yeah, but don't waste it, you've spent your money. No, I'll eat the burger patty. I'll have a couple of chips. That's it. There's no way I would have walked away from that in the past. So I am seeing a change in choice. I am seeing a change in habit. And I'm happy with that. I'm pleased with that because it shows that, yes, the jab may be helping me lose weight, but it's also helping me reprogram my own brain. And on that note, unless I have another future flash forward in the next 2 through 3 seconds, I'm Alan. I'm losing it. Thank you. Goodbye.